Right, people, what I think of Merlin, they're very good. Okay, I'm going to discuss firstly the bits and bobs of Merlin in this, what I know about my past, and what we have really discussed with each other, and things like that. What I have noticed, what what Merlin are very good at doing, and things like that. Now, the one what I do notice about Merlin, they don't just buy one little plot area, because that really is a bit boring where some companies actually just buy one area uh, and invest loads and loads into that one part, one area, or something what no one really hears of, or something like that. Okay, or something small. Now, what I have noticed with that, they cover the whole UK in certain areas like Brighton, Seaglife, uh, Weymouth, one, Seafly, there, London, top of my head, Stretwells, things like that really, and the dungeons around the UK in London and things like that, and the theme parks. But I covered a lot of things on this theme park channel and things. Anyway, here's a rough estimate around the UK what I think what they do. And things. I'm just doing like behind the scenes today, not what I rarely do, and things like that. So basically, if I minimise that and then go to this one here, okay. Yeah, I know. So some of the places up north are like this. These are all the places up north, what they own, Merlin do own. So I just want to show they don't just own one area and things like that. Because I don't think people like cover. I've seen no YouTubers cover the wide range what they do, and they do things like this where you can go to Fridays. But I am gonna try the Fridays next to some of the sites what they run, uh, but I'm really keen to do at one point, um, and things. What else was I going to discuss about? So they do a lot of things that recently added the chocolate cabaret world in Birmingham. I think is absolutely brilliant. But one like downfall what I have noticed, they have like done in this is the food partners what they have let the attractions take over, where they could funded it themselves, and that's terrible how they've done that. Now I want to hear what other people think of that, and some people what they haven't been to some theme parks, but I just thought that would be quite a brilliant idea. to do and things. Let's come back on camera. People. Now, what I think of my own moaning past the Patton Pass, I'd say it's excellent because you got perks. You got the hotel. You're part of the hotel club on both of them, gold and not gold compared to the other two. What they've run, I can't remember what top of my head. I think there's Merlin Discovery. What's awesome, but people haven't got much money. That one, and things. Now, my one, I kind of don't have any limit of days when I can't use it. Well, I haven't really told my other half that one because
I'm not here. I can hear
you. She's in the background. She's got a gold one. I'll get her to explain in a minute what she thinks.
Even I don't know what that means. You have to explain it.
Gold.
But it didn't get me. We had to pay extra because it didn't get me in. They didn't let me in with the gold one.
Because we went on a day where it's a expired date.
Well, they shouldn't do that. It's ridiculous. They should change the rules.
Gold. Well, my one doesn't have that problem.
Just like the colour of it. And it was cheaper. I paid water bills for 5 cents.
What's it called? So I liked it because I get 3 top-up cups and things
charge, is it?
Of my mobile phone, my joke out of it to my other half. She loves that.
You said that you're going to get an injection for top up your body because of my phone. Do you charge your arm?
So basically, as I was saying, like you get those things, and like these are landlord things with them and stuff like that. Really.
At 12 in the morning.
Now we can go into any of the sites. I know it's 12 in the morning, babes. I decided to just randomly record now.
You work tomorrow?
Yes, I've got work tomorrow. This is not to do with work. Basically, I got that and things. What I would say as well with the Patton Pass lets you get in things quite fast, and the gold one. But the gold one, I'll discuss in a minute what the perks of that one and things, what aren't, and things. Now, what I wouldn't say is the perks with it. They don't really make it clear to which restaurant will take it and which ones won't. On the premises, what I think they need to make it a bit more aware of a sign saying we do not take the Merlin passes of any of these food items here, and make it more aware of what they own and they don't own, because they should do that. That's one thing I would say is not the big perk they've got. Now, I think Burger King are missing some actual perk of this Merlin Pass. What they should do, I think they should be the first outside restaurant to take it on permanently in all the Wells places around the world, the Merlin Pass, to promote it
No, sorry,
outside of it. It's about Merlin.
this is about Christmas. I'm running out of ideas what Christmas thing to make. What should I make Christmas wise? That the video.
The video, babes.
I just want to know what to bake for Christmas.
Don't know yet. I'll discuss that in a minute, babe. Yeah. So that's what I'd say. The Pacton Pass has uses for. So you got 3 top up cups token. Then you got one where you can fill it up for free for 1 day, and things like that. Now, what I'd say is the next one I will discuss. A lot of people don't cover this. I think with except Sean on World Theme Parks covers this, but I'd say like they do other countries like Australia, Merlin. Merlin do cover a lot of places, and they buy loads of little items around rides, uh, little simulation stuff over the years. Billions of pounds spent on these things, or they make partnerships and various things, and century things they do, and things like that. And what else was I going to say? They do rides, theme parks around the world, and they were constantly adding things. Now I can kind of understand why they have a gap year for a few years to change the parks in the UK because of what happened. The dreaded COVID hit must have knocked on the shelves, and things like that. Really, now I think that's really horrible how one virus could take all of our fun away. Really, what else was to discuss about this bit? It's they do lots and lots of exciting things. Like they have got actual animals around the, how can I put it, exhibits and things like that. They had to probably borrow quite a lot of money to look after them and things. Now they've got to gain that money back to whatever partner they owed that money back to the animals, what could be understood and things like that. During COVID, I could understand why they must not have done anything straight away because of that. And now, after about a year, 2 years after, when it all bounced back, they're starting to bounce back and things. Now, I think one or two parks need a bit of DT and certain ones don't need ones because they've been updated so many times over the years. Now, I think Alton Towers shouldn't have anything so mild changes to it because they constantly having changes up north there over the years. I think one little small change would do them with riding that new building and things like that. Now, I can understand if something's not like lasting, get rid of it, okay? Um, no way keeping it really. I wouldn't do that. Um, and thanks. Um, anyway, let's talk on the next subject. What we're going to discuss. That's ride range. What they do, look up and things like that. And they have outside restaurant the very first time. I think that's a ground experiment, and I reckon they could go out a bit more out of their own comfort in the UK, and things like that really, because that might be a little perk what could shut down other parks because they don't really do that type of thing. I am gonna try the Fridays deal what they got running to the end of next month. I'm gonna try it and see if we can get a discount for it really. But my Brighton one and maybe the one nearby one of our attractions we go to and things like that really. Anyway, I hope he discussed everything what I can make sense everything what they do and things like that really. Now I'm not just going to cover on this channel just the theme parks with Merlin and things like that. I am going to try and stretch the film next year some other Merlin attractions and things like that really. And probably in the new year I'll try and get some footage of somewhere where we're going to go. I'm might giving it away in this video, might not, I don't know. But and things. Now they do Birmingham, they do Manchester, they do uh, Blackpool, they do Lanchester, um, and things like that. Really, they do some in Scotland, the top of my head, and they do Ireland. Um, these are just some of the places I could name: Alton Towers, Cheshire, Full Park, Alton Towers, Legoland, um, and things like that, and two Madden, two swords. Now, if I was really brainy at this, I think they should open one in the most unlikeliest places where celebrities have known to be brought up. I think they should bring a Madden two swords to Brighton. Now, that's my own opinion. So if you are someone, I'm being a bit cheeky here. I think they should open one more Merlin thing in Brighton, but because I could see something substantially working there, if they could get that working, another Madden two swords down here. If you looked at it, a lot of celebrities are born down here and come from the area, like TV series and TV film stars and um, anything like that, really. So if you are looking at another attraction where to put the Man Two Swords, that's what I would hardly recommend if you were wondering where to go to um, and things. Now, there's lots and lots of places. I kind of covered most of the places, what it does in this channel, what Merlin do, and things like that. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the perks of the gold membership. I'm not going to do any of the other memberships because I don't use them. I'm not going to comment unless I know 100% know the perks and the D perks and things like that, really. With gold, to finish off with the gold bit, I'd say is the gold is basically, I'd say there's perks to it and then there's D perks. Now, because I think it's the oldest one and things like that, I think it should be separated by the other three with no perk days. I think personally, because I think when we went Halloween on to Full Park's Halloween night, we realised it sort of the perks where we went on an off-peak day, and I forgot about the off-peak day, and she was very peed off by me. My missus was, because she was worrying how she was going to get in. But then we realised the brilliant bit, because we did go on peak day, what you shouldn't really use it, and I should have showed her those days where you couldn't use it, and I should have remembered. I kind of thought of too much of the flight nights bit to memorise the dates of the off peak days, and I was getting too excited about it, and I totally forgot about it. Now, we went all the way to the gates, and then I kind of realised what they meant, and that was really embarrassing. But it did turn around and have its own perk, and then we were worrying if we were not going to spend enough money in the park and things. We couldn't have lunch again in the park because we run out of money, but we did have tea and lunch. Uh, I'd say eventually I realised we have enough money and things, but we went to Burger King and that was really fun things. We did see the scarecrows and stuff there. Now it's like saying like with the Merlin Pass, it has the same perks. Why don't you add some thin types of perks with these to not like keep them the same? I would Merlin and things, and if you can keep this experiment up with Fridays, now I think that could be a real perk where you could be the first theme park company out there and entertainment company will go out of their own areas and stuff, branching out of Fridays is experiment. I think that's really brave and really clever compared to some of the other theme parks out there and things. Now, I've seen some of the parks what I haven't, what are not Merlin parks, and I'm not gonna like name them. I'm not gonna be trash talker out there and start trashing them all because I'm not that type of person really, and I don't do that type of thing really. I think it's very sad and things. Now, with it, I reckon you get a lot of £20 off it. Why don't you put like some products with one has just additional perks, and then another one experiment with them next year or the end of the year, and see what works, what doesn't, and things like that really. So you can separate them at one point or whatever you want to do. That's what I would do with a golden Hactum. Keep the um, Merlin holidays in the packages, gold and Hactum and things like that. Don't let others, have it, because if you're not paying enough for that, and they shouldn't have that much perks to them unless you've got other plans what you want to do with them. I don't know. And thanks. Anyway, I'm gonna call this a wrap because it's literally quite late at night when I'm recording this. And thanks.